Hello, people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep Roy Chaudhary, and I'm just a normal guy who talks about stuff that seems interesting and important to me. And today I'm going to talk about the impact of coronavirus on the minds of people. And basically, basically, what I'm talking about is that there's only a certain amount of time, or the impact of the proper title is the impact of the lockdown. The travel restrictions because of the coronavirus pandemic on the minds of people. So basically, that is the proper topic. So um, you know, there's only a certain amount of time up to which people can stay boxed in their inside their houses. Even for an introvert like me, after a point, even I need to go get out of the house and just do something. Even going to a park and just spending time watching the greenery. It is a pleasure of its own. It is a satisfaction of its own. And all these things have their own significance. You cannot underestimate the significance of socialization with people, because human beings are essentially social creatures. No matter you are an introvert or an extrovert, child or an elderly person, office goer or a student, at the end of the day, no matter who you are, no matter which country you might belong to, at the end of the day, people are people, and people need to spend some time with other people, even introverts like me. So yeah, the I mean, when people are not able to get out of the house, people are of course now it's better. Now the travel restrictions are not as severe as it were before, but the travel restrictions have definitely affected the minds of people, and the psychologists are warning about it. They are saying that they are getting a lot of calls from a lot of people who just, they are not suicidal. I'm not saying that each and every person is suicidal, and God forbid they and I hope that no one gets suicidal. But a lot of people who are just panicking because they don't have anything to do at their homes, and they are just at a loss as to what are they going to do with the time, because they might be out partying with people, they might be out socializing with their friends, playing a sport with their friends, but they're not able to do that because they are just stuck in their houses. And I mean, it definitely affects people's minds. They are, you cannot I mean, imagine that you are kept in solitary confinement. You are kept inside a room, and you are not able to communicate with any human being. You are not even able to hear another human being's voice for a sustained amount of time, for a huge amount of time, maybe for 1 week or maybe for 1 month. After a point, people are just going to go crazy. I mean, we need to communicate with someone, we need to talk with someone. And you know and something like the lockdown, of course it's not solitary confinement. It's not that you are not able to have a conversation with your neighbors. You can still have a conversation with your neighbors, you can still talk to your neighbors. But it's socialization has become hampered because of the lockdown. And uh, there are no two ways around it. Even if the travel restrictions are not in place, people are just scared to go out, because a lot of people think that just going out of your house and spending time with other people, who knows who might be carrying the virus, and maybe asymptomatic. Maybe the person who is in front of you is not showing any symptoms, because the COVID, the coronavirus might not be affecting his or her body in any way, but that virus might jump from that person to your body, and that virus, or someone else's body, and that virus might affect that person, um, might affect that person very adversely. So you get the point that I'm trying to make. So um, yeah, people are just scared to socialize. People are just scared to go out. And again, travel restrictions on top of that are also just going to contribute to the problem of feeling isolated from everyone. And it's not just a few people. It's literally I would say billions of people around the world have been affected because of this lockdown in some shape or form. Maybe, maybe not to a great extent, but it has become a huge source of anxiety for people. A lot of people are just panicking, including members in my, some people in my own family who are just scared at, what is going to happen. Is a worldwide pandemic going to create some kind of a huge, apocalyptic scenario? A lot of people are concerned. I have seen that in front of my eyes, and they just don't want to even talk about the coronavirus. Whenever they are hearing about the coronavirus in the news, they are just saying, "Okay, enough is enough. I need to watch something else in the on television." And I won't blame them for that. I mean, after a point, you just get tired of hearing bad news. And with the coronavirus, it's just always bad news until and unless we hear some development regarding uh, the vaccines for the COVID-19 pandemic. If we hear any news about that, that of course is very positive news. If the development is going from phase 1 to phase 2, that kind of news is pretty good news. But other than that, just rising infection numbers, rising number of deaths, even seeing that in the news, that will affect your mind, and that will make you kind of panicky. So yeah, I mean, social isolation, um, people being scared to go out and talk to other people, kind of socialize with other people. And on top of that, just what you are seeing on the news, that will, again, I don't blame the news. The journalists are doing their job. They are basically pointing out telling us the truth, and just showing what is happening around us. But after a point, if you're watching the news, and if you're always just looking at at the infection numbers right now, anyone can get pretty uh, tense because of the statistics that are running on the news. So you get the point. Yeah. More on this in the next video. Until then, please consider liking this video. Please consider sharing this video with the friends and acquaintances, and please consider subscribing to my channel. That would help me a lot. Until the next video, stay safe, goodbye, and God bless you.